Hello, I'm Sonia Doubell, and we're in London with Isabelle Von Fallois. And Isabelle has had an extraordinary journey. Isabelle, your journey has been amazing. She is an author of 3 books. She travels the world teaching the work of angel healing, along with many other modalities. She works with Dyer. She works with some great people around the world, and is an incredible gift and spirit to all of us. So,
thank you for inviting me, Sonia. It's such a pleasure.
Isabelle, your journey to becoming a teacher was from your own experience. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I would love to. So just 11 years ago I was diagnosed with severe leukemia, and in the same week I lost my partner, I lost my house, and I even lost my scholarship in California, so there was nothing left, and I just had no wish to survive in this moment, as you can imagine. But destiny had other plans with me, so I left the hospital, and that I want to let go completely of all the stuff which is holding me back, which was especially anger, frustration, and a lot of hurt with my ex-boyfriend. And so I did nothing else than praying and asking for forgiveness. And I know today I myself would not have been able to do it within 2.5 weeks, because the doctors gave me 3 days to 3 weeks to live. But there were higher forces there to help me. And these forces were the angels. I couldn't see them at that moment. But after 4 years struggling for life and death, having fever nearly all the time, I decided if no doctor, no healer, no psychotherapist can help me, there's only God and the angels. So the entire day I was lying in bed, I couldn't move anymore. And I was just praying and meditating. And after 2 months, I literally could see with my physical eyes a big angel up to the ceiling with amazing wings and an emerald green light surrounding him. And he said, I am Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing. Finally you can see me. Finally you can hear me. Now you're able to become completely healthy again. And so an amazing journey started. He was at my side every single second of the day, every single second of the night. And besides him, I got to know all the other archangels and even more angels. And within half a year, I was back to a very good state of health. And normally I'm a concert pianist, but because of that new experience, because of my gift seeing and hearing angels, I had another mission to fulfill. And so I opened a practice to help other people heal on several levels, not only on physical levels. And together with the angel, I developed lots of modalities to help people on their journey. And so now I'm not having clients anymore, because I'm touring the entire year through Europe and giving lectures, workshops and trainings, writing books, doing CDs. And that's my mission today.
That is wonderful. And Isabelle, I wanted to ask you, for those people out there who don't really understand the world of the angelic realms and would rather talk about Carl Jung, what do you say to them?
It's a very good question. I love that question. And to be honest, I love Carl Gustav Jung. Yes. The point is, as you see, I'm looking quite normal, and for me it was from the first moment a big mission to be the bridge between the spiritual world and the just very normal world, even the business world. And so I really tried to give the messages on a very simple and also not only right brain way, but also left brain way. And what I would say to everyone who says, oh, I don't believe in that, I would say, just try. And maybe just start with Archangel Michael. Whenever you need something, call him and wait. And to be honest, I don't need more to prove, because you will see the difference. amazing.
But I actually have tried it, and I even have this moment of incongruency when I say I tried it, and I promise you it works, and then I almost feel you're going to think I'm weird, aren't you? But it does work, but then you're going to think I'm weird because we've got beliefs set in us from very young. We don't see spirits, that's weird. We don't see angels, they don't, that's storybook stuff. And I think there's a waking up of consciousness that is pulling our consciousness to understand that it is everything. We are everything.
That's so true.
So that's a really big thing. And what is it, in your teaching and your workshops, how do we as people connect with our angels?
It's really amazing. In the moment I really start to invoke angels, it always happens that people can feel it. And I just want to tell you about an experience I had just 3 weeks ago when I did a lecture and then a workshop in Bologna in Italy. And it was a very interesting journey. I had to go there because there was a big technical problem with the plane, so the plane didn't go to Bologna. And I wasn't sure whether I would make it, and there were more than 100 people waiting for me. And of course I invoked the angels, and somehow they made it that I got the last seat in the plane to Milano, and then someone fetched me, and just 5 minutes before I had to go on stage I arrived. And then I went on stage and I just didn't know what to talk about in that moment because I had no time to think about it. And so I just called the angel and told them, tell me what I have to say for this group. And I started to work with them, and suddenly one angel said, it's Angel Onyeme, she's the angel of gratitude and blessing. And she said, do an exercise with them, so they really can feel us angels. And she said, whenever we feel hurt, we feel so much pain, so we can't really go into the energy of love alone. We need something else helping us. And so she said I should guide people into an exercise. So I asked them to close their eyes and just invoked Onyeme to surround every single person of the more than 100 people in the room with her light. And they should breathe it in and just feel it, and then think about a person they had difficulties with. And see that person in front of them. And really look deep into their eyes until the bottom of the soul, then you see the essence of that person. And then say for 7 times, I bless you. I bless you. And it was amazing, the auras of all the people in the hall completely changed. And then one old man with white hair, a suit, like a necklace, a very conservative person, stood up and started clapping and said this was the most amazing thing he ever had because you really could feel the energy.
I was actually just doing that. As you were speaking, I was doing that, and I got goosebumps all over my body because that's an element of seeing each other, really seeing each other. When we say namaste, it is our highest self sees you in your highest place. We are all the same,
yes.
And our energies are one. So the indestructible part, the part that is pure, is one.
Is one and is love, nothing else.